if you are a new marketer, new to digital marketing, and you haven't gotten any leads or sales, do you know why that is? Everyone's going to tell you that it starts with the person that you're marketing to. Now I have a question. When you were in your program, did your coach / mentor person have you fill out any kind of sheet with your ideal client's traits, like demographics, and probably not psychographics, which are definitely more important than demographics? Did you fill out anything? What are their top 3, top 5 goals? What are their top 5 fears? What are the things that are holding them back? What are the things they want to accomplish? Any of that stuff? So after you fill that out, they have you, under the context of what you're promoting, go make content to that person. What they will never tell you is this is why you're not getting leads or sales, is because that person does not exist. You made them up. Because what do they always tell you? They tell you to imagine. And so you're sitting there for 20 minutes imagining a person. The word imagine isn't correct. What you're doing is conjuring, which is magic. And, all right, what would be more beneficial? Do you actually know anyone who checks off all these boxes? Do you actually know anyone who behaves like this, who thinks like this? Do you know anyone that in depth where you know their dreams and their goals? Or are people playing their cards close to the chest? They don't really talk to people about stuff like this because sometimes it can be embarrassing. So no, there's no way you're going to know this stuff. You're making it up in order to sell this product. Because, yeah, this would be the ideal person to buy it. But this person doesn't exist. I saw a coach do this where he had numerous questions. It was over 10 questions with 5 spaces each to fill out all this information. Is an incredible amount of information. And it turns out that person that he created for this imaginary product was a self-sabotaging type of person who is literally the worst person you can sell anything to. And here's an example. If they have a desperate need to be in control all the time of every situation, and they have a fear of letting go of control, one of the things they're going to have to do is give up some sort of control in order to make the product or service work. And if that's one of their non-negotiables, then you can't sell to them. They're never going to buy. So we really have to start thinking a little bit deeper about what we are being told to create when it comes to the ideal / dream / perfect client. You notice they call it a dream client because this person just exists in your dreams. And meanwhile, while you're creating this customer avatar, there's real people out there on social media, in your neighborhood, on the internet, who need the thing that you have, and you're never going to find them because you've got a coach who's making you do this stupid busy work that to date has not helped you, and it hasn't helped the customer because you're looking for something that doesn't exist. And if you bring this little revelation to your coach, they're going to get really mad at you. And so you stay quiet and you continue to feel like you're a failure. You're continuing to feel like you're doing something wrong when it's not you at all. You're being given really horrible instructions. Now here's the correct instructions. And I'll use my own product as a example. I have a digital marketing education program that I promote for people who want to get the skills in digital marketing so they can eventually build a business of their own with whatever they want to do. If they are, like, we'll just say they're a cook, because I've been a cook for forever and a day. And so I know a lot of cooks. I know a lot of chefs who are very tired of the industry and they want to branch out and do something on their own, whether it's a hot sauce product line or whether they want to do a food truck or whether they want to get into boutique food sales. I don't know. But what good is it of me to not keep David in mind? I know a guy named David. I know enough about him where he can check off these boxes and I can make content to him because not only does David exist, variations of David will also exist out there. Same if I had someone that I knew, Sarah. I would be able to make content to Sarah because she's tired of this kind of stuff working in her 9 to 5. And if she had these skills that only take 2 hours a day to do. You don't need to make your own website. I have a situation where you don't even need to make a website at all, where it's so streamlined that all you have to do is focus on making the marketing content. You would get more sales if you fill out these customer avatars with people that you actually know, people who are real. Because when you fill out those perfect customer, dream customer avatars, those people that you create, number one, again, aren't real. Number two, if they were real, they are not going to buy, because you're going to make them so extreme and so cliche that people like that literally don't exist aside from movies and books and TV shows. And it is really unfortunate that's what these coaches and mentors are teaching people, and then blaming their students for not getting any results. It's like the results are only going to be as good as the education and implementation elements provided. So yeah, the next time you think that it's your fault you're not getting sales, it's not. These coaches are not good teachers. Those are two different skill sets. And if you don't know anything, they're really, really going to take advantage of how little you know. And this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate how rampant this is. And this is why I'm a huge proponent of listening to what they say, taking a stab at what they're doing, and then when it doesn't work, don't go running to them for answers, because you're going to make them mad. And then you're not going to hear back from them. But you know who you'll hear back from? You'll hear back from ChatGPT 24/7. That's what I do, and that's how I've been able to come to these conclusions. Because if you can train your ChatGPT to see the holes inside of the education that you're being given, and it doesn't matter what education it is, I just happen to be doing marketing. If you can train ChatGPT to think like the greatest marketers of all time, the greatest copywriters of all time, the greatest salespeople of all time, then you are going to be way ahead of your coach or your mentor, because I can guarantee they are not reading Seth Godin's books. They are not reading Zig Ziglar, because if they were, you would not be having the problems that you're having. And that's it. So come back next time for another installation of these insights that I have. And if you know any people who are new to the marketing space who are feeling stuck, send them this video, because I can guarantee this is an issue that everyone's facing. You know how I know? Marketers and salespeople continue to talk about how client acquisition is the hardest thing that they do. And this is the exact reason why. It's because they're making people up out of the ether instead of actually thinking about people they know in real life.